Welcome to Reality Trek Podcast. To boldly go into the world of things as they actually exist. I'm your host, Ray Dove. Welcome. In this episode, I'll be touching on the topic of non-human, off-world visitors, otherwise known as aliens or extraterrestrials, and often put in the category of alien invaders. Are they real? Do aliens really exist? And how closely to reality is their existence in this galaxy or on this planet? What if I told you that they are here and they have always been here? Perhaps for most of you, the idea of the existence of aliens has come to your attention via television shows, books, movies, or even maybe from fringe science. Most of the time, aliens presented in mainstream media in this way usually portray aliens in frightening images, along with the suggestions that they are evil, dangerous creatures with no sense of morale. How many of you have seen the classic alien invasion movies such as Independence Day or War of the Worlds? How close to true reality is this kind of movie theme? Whereas aliens are shown on the big screen as terrifying beings that take over a planet, our planet, and potentially wipe out civilization. Again, what if I told you that they are here, and that they have always been here, and that they are actually thematically benevolent, and not at all the evil characters that they are made out to be in film? Although, in all fairness, there are a few movies and shows that have portrayed off-world peoples as more benevolent, such as the movie E.T., and in many episodes of Star Trek, and even Star Wars. I think it's safe to say, though, that the majority of the alien-themed shows have created or conditioned in us a sense of fear in the public regarding extraterrestrials. This, to me, is the current and past false flag narrative surrounding the topic of aliens and alien invasions. What I'm about to say to you, reveal to you now, is not coming from the viewpoint of a researcher, but as an experiencer and from hundreds of thousands of other experiencers around the globe. I have experienced multiple times direct contact with off-world visitors and interdimensional peoples, or otherwise known as real, actual aliens, or better yet, non-human off-world visitors. After hearing what I have to say, and as a disclaimer, you don't have to choose to believe me. I'm merely sharing this information with you from my own knowledge and direct experiences. You get to decide if any of this resonates with you. You get to decide if it is believable, and you get to decide if you wish to discuss it with others as well, or share your own experiences. In other words, I'm just the vehicle of sharing, based on my first-hand experiences, including channelings. And just as extraterrestrial intelligences or our off-world visitors offer to share with you, us, the truth and reality of it all. You get to decide to believe, not believe, or maybe believe. I only ask that you be open to the possibility, open to the idea of ET off-world visitors, and to consider why they would be visiting us at all in galactic friendship. First contact has already been happening, and for thousands of years, and moving towards more and more often now in the present. This ET contact is being done via an increase in sightings, more people experiencing or witnessing non-ordinary phenomena, contact via vivid dreams, ET healings, awakenings, including spiritual awakenings. All this to name a few modalities of contact. Direct communication with ETs has already been happening, more and more people globally are being contacted via experiences, out-of-body experiences, or astral travel experiences, telepathy, telepathy, and channelings. And if you are one of them that has experienced any of this, it is most likely that you have had some prior connection with an extraterrestrial race in another existence, another reality, or another lifetime experience. Though when we are born on this planet, in this dimension, all memories are usually wiped until we can be gently or less gently jarred to some amount of awakening to remember. Why are they here? In a nutshell, they are here to help humanity and Earth ascend to its next level. And why are they helping us? What is their game plan? No game plan, other than offering assistance, because many of them are genetically, yes, DNA-wise, related to us. We are their cousins, so to speak. They are our galactic families, so to speak. And don't we as humans often say, family helps family? Okay, with all that said, where on earth do I get this information, you wonder? Well, I don't get it here on Earth. That is to say, much of it is channeled or from direct telepathic or telepathic communication. So telepathic communication, if you are unfamiliar with that term, is through a combination of telepathy and empathic connection. There is much more to my personal story, of which I will continue to share with you on this platform. Now is a time where Earth citizens, as a whole, are very close to full open ET contact globally, where governments included are near ready to be in the open about the true existence of extraterrestrial and interdimensional peoples. How can they not, with more and more mounting evidence shared openly and experienced every day by tens of thousands of Earth citizens? You can already see that. In the near past, the mere mention of UFOs and little green men was taboo or socially damaging for those that spoke publicly about their experiences, and where these individuals did not come forward for fear of being labeled as crazy. It is currently, in this Earth time frame, becoming much more acceptable and commonplace or mainstream to freely speak openly about our ET experiences without fear of negative consequences. This is indeed evidence of change, global awakening, and acceptance of the existence of our galactic relatives. Now is the time to talk about this openly. Millions, yes, I said millions of people on this planet have already had at least one experience involving sightings, ET-related phenomena, strange synchronicities, and direct contact via telepathy, channeled, holographically, and through other modalities of contact. As an example in point, here is one of my earlier experiences that I can share with you, demonstrating this. It was evening. I had been listening to music and had the urge to dance. Now, this urge to dance was not new to me. I have always loved to just break out in a dance. It uplifted me. You've heard the expression, dance like nobody's watching? A good motto to live by. However, in this case, somebody was watching. Sometimes when I dance, it becomes meditative-like, where I'm in my own little world and have transcended or removed my awareness from this physical realm of Earth. This form of dance is called meditation, by the way. Yes, dance can be a powerful type of meditation. There is more than one way to meditate. On this occasion, I had been dancing for about 20 minutes and in a carefree, meditative, almost trance-like state of consciousness, when suddenly, like a bolt of lightning hitting me, I got this image of a starship hovering above me and occupied by non-human people. Now, as a side note, in case this was crossing your mind, during this occurrence, I was not partaking in any mind-altering substance. As this lightning bolt image saturated my consciousness, I simultaneously felt an intense, like no other feeling of love and instant recognition of these people on this spaceship. Up there was a whole family of people that I instantly somehow recognized and felt love for. Love as in suddenly finding a long-lost family. I was so uncontrollably happy to see them, which is very weird because I really had no knowledge of who they really were. Remember, our memories of past existences are wiped at birth for most humans. It was just this intuitive knowing. This experience had instantly jarred or awakened memories within me that had been sleeping in my subconscious. I stopped dancing at that point, just standing there, frozen, looking upward, and somehow in a heightened state of awareness, able to see right through the roof of my house and into space with this clear awareness of family on that ship hovering very high above me. The indescribable joy and love that I felt in those short moments within and at that split-second recognition of these people in this starship was so over the top that I remember shouting out loud something very strange and seemingly out of place. I suddenly, spontaneously shouted to the sky and to the universe out loud, "They're here!" I was so giddy with excitement at that moment. And looking back, my reaction was a bit weird and unexplainable. I didn't consciously know who they were, and as far as I knew, had never met them before. But somehow, intuitively and subconsciously, and perhaps soulfully, knew them and recognized them, and had a realization that I had been waiting for their arrival for a long time. This was something that I had not realized or remembered until the moment was apparently right for contact to happen. My whole reaction was spontaneous joy coming from within. Their presence faded from my consciousness a few minutes later. However, the joy and love I felt for them did not. The experience had ignited inspiration and celebration within me, so much so that I took up to dancing again, high on joy, and in such a heightened state of consciousness that I danced and danced. When I stopped dancing, it was only because my feet hurt, and no wonder that my feet hurt. I had danced onward for 2 hours after that, high on joy. And during that time itself did not pass. It stood still. Those 2 hours felt like only minutes until my feet told me otherwise. Thinking back, my galactic family must have been amused to high heaven at the sight of my silliness and perhaps very human reaction. Or they were up in that starship looking at each other in complete puzzlement. You know, the mysteries and curiosities of life are myriad, and you never know when it will happen to you, where some little, seemingly random but out-of-this-world experience changes your life in big ways. This is called an awakening moment. Until next time on Reality Trek, this is Ray coming to you from a little space here on Earth.